Hello, welcome to, what do I call this? Saturday Afternoon Adventures. Yes, I'm Robot Spacer. Hello, Culinary Disaster. Hope you are doing well today. So, we're going to start King's Quest II, Romancing the Throne. I'm trying to find my mouse. Also, GL Haynes, thank you for that follow. I'm glad I finally got to see one of my fancy new alerts in action. So, last week I finished King's Quest 1, and then I immediately, well, not quite immediately, within an hour or two probably, decided I wanted to play it again. But I was already done streaming, so I had no choice but to record it and post it on YouTube instead. So I wanted to share that in case anyone is interested. Basically, I decided to go back and do all the things that I missed and do a complete playthrough. Perfect score, which is, for some reason, 159 points out of 158. Got just a huge amount of stuff that I missed. Took about an hour to play through. I think about half of which was climbing up that dang beanstalk again. But I thought it was fun to do at least, so I thought I would share it with y'all. Let's see, what else did I want to share? At one point, yeah, that beanstalk is rough. I was watching a couple of speed runs of the game, most of which are like any percent run, so they're not trying to get a perfect score or anything like that. Sorry, my audio's cursed. I thought I could use an AirPod today, but I'm already giving up on that. So with a any percent run, there's a much easier way to get to the area in the clouds, which you fail the Rumpelstiltskin puzzle, and he gives you a key that opens the door, so then you can just go up some stairs instead of the beanstalk. So that makes for a much faster run. And then you don't have to deal with the beanstalk. So I was saying, I think it was the first King's Quest 1 stream I did where I mentioned how the art is drawn in these games, and I dug up a YouTube video that I thought was interesting, so I'm gonna go ahead and swap over and share that. So the art in these games is stored as vector graphics, and I'll just go ahead and start this video. So this kind of, obviously when the game is actually drawing it, this all happens instantly, but this kind of shows you step by step how the graphics are created. So you know, it's drawing all these lines and then filling in areas and stuff like that, rather than you know, drawing individual pixels, which would have taken up a lot more space on the disc. So I just thought it was neat to see a little time lapse of that. There's this channel, The Pixel Art of Sierra, that's got a bunch of scenes like this that you can watch in slow motion. I'll loop that one more time. And there's the link if anyone is interested in checking out more of that. On the early versions of the game, it didn't buffer so you could watch it drawing just like that. That is very interesting. I've certainly never seen that myself in the actual game. It's quite a bit faster, but similar effects, so these are super nostalgic for me. That's cool. Also, hello, good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Did you sign out of YouTube on purpose so no one see how you ruined your recommendations with Critical Role content? No, I just have not signed into YouTube on this computer. And I would not be embarrassed by all the Critical Role content and Genshin Theory videos that you have polluted my recommendations with. I'm quite proud of them. Let's switch to, I guess we'll go on over to my show and tell scene here. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen any of the Sierra games drawing on an actual computer in slow motion like that. We grew up with a Mac, so I always had the Mac releases, which generally came out a bit later, and I think just must not have. Of course, now I say that, I'm wondering if maybe I did occasionally see that. Anyway. I wanted to share also a couple of things. First of all, we've got the lovely front cover of the game. This is from the 1987 re-release, which is the version we'll be playing. Keep losing my mouse. Downloaded the game from GOG and running it on a Mac in ScumVM. I did actually, in the past week, were they in black and white on your Mac? Yes. Our first Mac was a 512K Mac, so like slightly upgraded version of the original Macintosh, and monochrome screen, so everything was in black pixels and white pixels only, so like colors were, dithered to kind of create the illusion of grayscale. It wasn't until much later in the series when I finally had a chance to play a Sierra game in full color. Related to that, King's Quest III was the first one I actually played. At some point I did get King's Quest II. I don't remember when I got a hold of this one. Thank you for the tea. That's our resident stream ghost on Secret Crush.
I will resume stream ghosting from the other room while I fold laundry.
So yeah, I don't remember exactly when I played this game, but this is the version I have. It's actually sitting in a bin in our kitchen. It unfortunately has some water damage, and there's a little bit of mold on it. I have been wanting to try to see if I can get rid of the mold and make those in a little more presentable state, so I can share the actual boxes. And some of them even have old maps and notes in them and stuff, but haven't had a good opportunity to do that yet, so all I have is screenshots to share right now. Here's the back cover. Some nice screenshots on the side. And then I wanted to share. Also, let me know if the music is an okay volume. I think I have it down pretty quiet. So this is this comes with the GOG version of the game. It's a PDF of the original manual. It looks like they just stuck the manual in a scanner. This is very familiar. This is definitely the same manual that came with my game. It's got embossing on the cover page and everything. So, like the first game, this starts out with a little story. King's Quest II, Romancing the Throne, designed by Roberta Williams, story by Annette Childs. A long, long time ago, when creatures of myth and magic walked the earth openly with lesser mortals, there dwelt in the kingdom of Daventry a king named Graham. He had won the crown by his wit and courage when he went forth to uncover and reclaim the 3 lost treasures of Daventry. So that was the first game. Now Graham ruled over the land, and with the aid of the mirror that foretold the future, the bottomless treasure chest, and the invincible shield. The people of Daventry prospered under the reign of the kindly monarch. Just 1 year after returning from his first victorious quest, King Graham arose and looked into the mirror as he was wont to do daily. Much to his astonishment, he beheld the face of Edward, the king who came before him in the succession. King Edward spoke. Graham, your kingdom is strong now, thanks to recovery of the 3 treasures and to your wise leadership. But it will soon grow weak again if you do not provide for an heir to the throne. Marry, my son, and give your people a prince that will make their future secure. The vision faded. King Graham pondered how he might find a bride fit to reign over Daventry. He consulted with Gawain, his wise prime minister. She must be good and kind, so that she will love my people, and they will love her, said Graham. She must have the wisdom to counsel me in my daily problems, and a loving heart to bring me comfort. I wish my queen to glow with an inner beauty of spirit as well as beauty of face and form. And I just want to say, he's asking for an awful lot here. Can't he just find someone to live a happy life with? Yes, the wise old king ghost spake, get busy, Graham. Gawain suggested that Graham host a celebration and invite all the maidens of marriageable age from his whole kingdom. He could then observe and converse with the likely candidates and see if one of them fit his idea of a queen. Is that Cedric? The invitations were sent out, and the whole kingdom turned out for the celebration. From every corner of Daventry the maidens came, short and tall, slender and plump, fair and dark, pretty and plain. There were maidens from all stations in life, from dukes and earls' daughters to the village goose girl and the scullery maid from the castle kitchens. They all had but one thing in common. They greatly admired the handsome king and were eager to catch his eye. Word had spread that the king was looking for a bride, and they were all thrilled at the prospect of marrying the charming Graham. For 2 days the celebration wore on, and though he tried to be cheerful, Graham gradually became somber. None of the maidens he had met quickened his pulse. One maid squinted, another tripped over everything in sight. Like, what, Graham? These are the things that bother you? Another was too coy, and the one after her giggled constantly. They all had some fault, however small. Oh no. It was with great relief that Graham saw his guests ride away at the end of the celebration. He retired to his room to reflect gloomily. Rough, buddy. My kingdom is home to hundreds of lovely maidens, he mourned. Why is there not one among them who touches my heart and my dreams? As he asked the question, King Graham was standing near the magic mirror. He glanced toward it and noticed that the glass had grown inexplicably cloudy. The mist cleared. All at once, King Graham beheld the most beautiful maiden he had ever seen. She had hair of glowing auburn and eyes of midnight blue. Her skin was the color of rich cream, but alas, no roses bloomed in her cheeks, and the corners of her pretty mouth drooped in sorrow. She was standing at a window, motionless except for the stray breeze that stirred her hair. A tear fell from one eye and sparkled on her cheek like a diamond on velvet. She put up one hand to brush it away, and Graham was struck by the grace of her movement. It's a close-up of the illustration here. None of these babes are babely enough. High standards for a dude that was merely Sir Graham just a moment ago. Indeed. The king's heart was suddenly enveloped in a strange fever. He knew that this was the maiden for whom he longed. This was the woman who must be his queen. He wanted to find her and bring a smile to her lovely face. He wanted to take her in his arms and protect her from trouble forevermore. Eagerly, he consulted the magic mirror. "O mirror wise," said Graham, "I have vowed to make this maiden my bride. Where may I find her?" The mirror clouded again, and a voice was heard. "This is the maiden Valinus. She is from the kingdom of Colima, and is known for her goodness no less than her beauty. The jealous crone Hagatha whisked Valinus away to an enchanted land and imprisoned her in a quartz tower guarded by a ferocious wild beast." "I must rescue her or die in the attempt," declared King Graham. "Well, good news, you're probably going to die a lot." "How may I find this enchanted land?" You must travel to the kingdom of Kolyma, said the mirror. There you may search for the keys which unlock the 3 doors to the enchanted land. The voice faded, and the mirror cleared. Graham stared at his own reflection. Vainly did he call for its return to give him more clues to the whereabouts of the magic keys. Finally, he shouldered his provisions and set out on his quest of love. Only you, my bold adventurer, have the power to finish this tale. Accompany King Graham on his quest to find the magic keys. Encounter characters of legend, folklore, and fantasy. Explore underground caverns, eerie towers, and ocean wonderlands. Help him rescue the enchanted maiden so he can lay his kingdom and his heart at her feet. You will be faced with challenges that would intimidate those of lesser timber. Summon all your strength and courage. Leave no stone unturned, no avenue unexplored, and your perseverance will be richly rewarded. It may be possible to find each key through more than one avenue. The more imaginative your solutions, the greater your reward. Study all the ancient lores for clues. Along the way, collect as many treasures as you can. Treasures fit for a queen. And then, much like the first game, we have some advice that we want to draw a dang map, which I forgot to grab a fresh piece of paper for. You and King Graham will not be able to fulfill the prophecy without mapping your progress. Draw a map showing what different directions lead where, objects found, dangerous areas, any and every landmark you see along the way. And don't think that because you've been through an area once that it will always be the same. The population of Kolyma is anything but stationary. Here's a typical map. And they've got very, very detailed drawing. This is a little different than what I ended up doing for the first game. Got pretty chaotic because I didn't plan the the middle out very well. I wasn't sure where the castle was, where we started in relation to everything else. But you know, it worked out well enough. I will probably go with a similar approach to this rather than the, you know, this obviously has an approach of just drawing an oval and then labeling it, and then they show, you know, whether you can go in each direction. Above all, try every direction and map all the different possibilities. If you miss or forget an area, you might miss an important clue or a tool necessary to the completion of your quest. The road you must travel is long and perilous. It is beset by many dangerous beings, both mythical and magical. You must have the wisdom to know when to stand and fight and when to flee from superior strength. But take heart, you may receive help in unexpected places. Go now and remember that true love conquers all. And then we just have GOG customer support. What's with the self loops? Hagatha. I did not, I'm drawing a blank on Hagatha. Definitely this game, like I have very strong memories of 3, which, like I was saying, is the first one I played. I definitely have some memories of this game, but not as clear. I feel like as I play it, I'll probably start to remember more and more of it. But I'm not recalling Hagatha at the moment. The concept of being embarrassingly corny hadn't been invented in the 80s. Indeed. Let's see. I think that was everything I wanted to do before we get into it. Let me just check my notes here. Oh, right. I did want to mention, while I've got my files open here, switch back to show and tell. Just in case we need any hints, I have downloaded a PDF of the King's Quest II Sierra hint book with its beautiful graphic design, which I appreciate very much. And these hint books came with a little red transparent decoder. And I was trying to think, bless you. I was trying to think of what I could use if I wanted to do these, and it's not perfect, but these lids from the turkey lunch meat we get are pretty similar, and they almost work. So if you put the proper red decoder on, it would be a little more clear, but it's really hard to see on camera. It's a little more legible in real life. I probably won't do this. The PDF also has adjusted version of the image, so you can just read it. But my concern is that I'll accidentally read too far. Like the way this is organized, like the hints get more detailed with each step you reveal. So if I need hints, I will probably count on Unsecret Crush to look ahead for me. But I thought it was funny that this worked out at all, so I thought I would share it. Pretty sure Hagatha returns in at least one later game. Interesting. Do not remember that. I think I saw that name mentioned in a wiki for one or another. PDF standard should include invisible ink pens and red overlaid shells. Indeed. I thought really hard about making a little app that would give me a red overlay that would adjust the image beneath, so I could like drag that around and reveal it on the PDF, but that sounded like a little too much work, so I won't be doing that. So, Unsecret Crush. Can you hear me?
What?
Could you grab a piece of paper for me again?
Yeah.
I kept meaning to grab one and never remembered when I actually got up from my chair. So I got my little notebook here. We only made a few pages of notes for the first game. I imagine this will become increasingly more important the further we get into the series. King's Quest 2. Thank you. And here's my fresh mapping paper. So first thing I was going to do, I didn't do this with the first game because I wasn't sure how, but the intro starts automatically as soon as you fire up the game, but I've figured out that I should be able to just quit the game and relaunch it, and then it will start a loop through, and I'm going to try to read the dialogue, but it goes by really fast. It auto advances, so I might just give up partway through. We'll see how it goes. Oh, let me turn the game audio up a little bit. Sir Graham is now King of Daventry. Under his wise rule, Daventry is prosperous. He is loved by his people. Unfortunately, there is a problem. King Graham needs a queen for companionship and to provide an heir to the throne. He has searched high and low for the right maiden, but he remains alone. An idea comes to him. He goes to the magic mirror and looks into its depths. He sees a vision of a quartz tower. To reach it, he must pass through a magic door in the nearby land of Kolima. The scene then changes to show a beautiful girl locked within the tower. Graham now knows what to do. So pretty much a short and slightly different version of the story we just read. Depending on the version, get ready to read, you can't do that here a lot. Yes, I imagine so. Bravely, he sets off to find the land of Kolima and the beautiful maiden. So like I mentioned, this is the re-release in 87. It was originally released in 85. I didn't have a chance to look up if there were any notable differences between those two. It's definitely pretty similar. This wasn't like a remake or anything, just some probably minor tweaks here and there, if anything. I want to see a game about him searching high and low. So, here we are on the shore of Kolima. Got 185 points in this game. The first one had 158, so guess we got a little more work in store for us this time. Oh. I forgot to do anything, so it just looped back around there. So, we're on the shore. And there's water to the west. So I'm going to start on the left side of the paper. But I also know we can swim in this game. So I'm going to leave a little bit of space over here.
Let's see how far west you could swim.
Yeah, I did that while I was testing out the game. And you can go a couple screens west before he becomes tired and drowns. So I'm just going to leave. I'm going to leave enough for a couple rows of spaces just in case. I'm going to start towards the top because it kind of looks like we may not be able to go too far north from here.
Also, hello, I'm in the room now. I got bored of folding laundry.
This is going to be a real rough version of this, but what can you do? I do wonder if I should use markers. We'll label this
Do you
start.
want my highlighters, which I offered you before?
Yeah, let's try. Let's see how that works out.
They're erasable.
Erasable?
Yeah.
Markers?
Yes.
In color?
They're highlighters. It's a special. They're called Friction. It's a special Pilot ink. So it's kind of like it's not that it's erasable. It's the friction of the eraser rubber creates heat that makes the ink become invisible.
Fascinating.
So actually, if you were to put anything that you highlighted and then erased using those in like the freezer, I think the ink would come back.
Okay.
It's a fun little gimmick. I don't know.
I think I remember you testing that out at one point.
I think that they
in the
do
freezer.
make like actual ink pens and maybe even actual markers with that kind of ink as well.
Uh-huh. I'm not sure how detailed I will continue to be with this, but I figure I might as well start out with all the major colors here.
Right.
Maybe just color in like more significant areas. Okay. So like the first game, we have basically the same input options. We can click and Graham will walk directly where we are clicking without any sort of routing. I'm not sure when they first... do you remember in King's Quest IV if you could click and Rosella would go around objects automatically or not?
I do not remember this.
Okay.
I was a small child.
Yeah. I know in 5 you can click and he'll actually go where you clicked. But we got a ways to go before we get that advanced technology. They did make one notable improvement, which is an option for speed that is in between normal and way too fast. So we now have a fast, and then our previous fast option is now called fastest, which is definitely too fast. But this one is a pretty nice speed, so I think I'll probably leave this one on unless I need to do any precise movements. Definitely makes for I can get across the screen much quicker, which I think is a little better for a stream. Let me just check the menu out real quick. Do not have a joystick. Oh, yeah, also, at one point during last week's stream, I was wishing there was a way to save quicker, and I never at any point realized that there's keyboard shortcuts right in these menus. So that's nice to know about. When I did my complete playthrough, that made the Beanstalk a little more tolerable. I'm sure we'll find places where that comes in handy this time. Oh, and like I was saying, pretty much the same controls. So we're walking around. I'm going to mainly use the arrow keys, and then we're typing commands whenever we want Graham to do something. I believe we also have the same action Oh, no. Okay. They've simplified a little. In the first game, there was, I think, exactly one puzzle that involved jumping. I don't think there's ever any reason to crouch, yet they programmed a command for that.
Interesting.
I never came across a reason to do that in my first playthrough, and when I was doing the complete playthrough, it never came up either. But they've just done away with those entirely. We still have swim, which we can press equals to do a shortcut for. Oh! In the first game, anytime we looked around, it just told us there was nothing of interest. Many trees shade your way as you journey through the land of Kolima. Look at trees. This is a heavily wooded area. It will be easy to get lost among the trees. Okay. I wouldn't characterize this as heavily wooded, but there's a number of trees I think we can agree on. We've also got a little peek at a fence on the right here. And the sand kind of disappears, turns into grass. I am interested to... I want to say this game wraps around north to south. I kind of think they did that for maybe the first... I think 4 even does that. So I think they did that north to south wrapping around for a while. But I think first I want to check out what's over here. Do look well behind that tree you're in front of. This one here? Or the other one? Am I missing something? Oh! What is this? It appears you have run into Little Red Riding Hood. She looks a little troubled. Okay. Red. We'll just write red on there. Or maybe look tree. Also, this is a good opportunity to say no worries about that tip. I'm not sure if that's like a puzzle or an Easter egg, but I would prefer no tips or hints unless I specifically asked for them. I will say, though, if there's like a little Easter egg or something, you're totally welcome to point that out. I'm sure I will get stuck. Okay, this is an Easter egg. Cool. Yeah, I'm sure I will get stuck and struggle a bit and wonder out loud what the heck I'm supposed to do, but I prefer to talk to Red. Get no response from the Red? Okay. Talk to girl. Tearfully, Little Red Riding Hood explains that someone stole her basket of goodies while she was picking a bouquet of flowers. Could you please help her find it? Basket of goodies. for red. Try this look at tree again. No, same thing. It was an ad for, I want to say, Space Quest 1, but I'm not sure. It's funny. Yeah, I definitely remember a lot of cross-game goofs like that in Sierra games.
Is Little Red Riding Hood just kind of running around in a panic looking for her basket?
Yeah, I don't know. At this point, I don't know where to look for that. Like, I assume it's not necessarily going to be on this screen.
Right.
My guess is she'll show up randomly. The mailbox has the words Grandma's house on it. This feels a little rude, but I feel like we probably want to open the mailbox. Lo and behold, when you open the mailbox, you see a basket of goodies. Oh! What do you know? Take basket. Okay. Already up to 3 points. Inventory. Basket of goodies.
Did the last game give you...
I guess I want a C object.
Was there a little jingle when you got points in the last game? I'm just noticing that there's not any sound.
I don't think there was.
Okay.
There are many good things to eat in the basket of goodies. Okay. So we've already got that taken care of. Do need to update my map here. Nice little house. Were we told yet that this is Grandma's house, or do I just know that from testing when I was setting up the stream?
I maybe haven't been paying enough attention to answer that question accurately.
Okay. Well, I already know that, so.
Sure. I guess, given the fact that Little Red Riding Hood is one screen over, it feels like a fair enough guess.
Indeed, yes. Let's get a little red on this house. Or pink. Okay, now we gotta find Red Riding Hood again, so we can give her a basket. Oh! I don't know, like in the first game, pretty much any character only showed up on one screen. I'm not sure if that's... Oh, I drew the wrong square. We're over here. I'm not sure if that's going to be the same in this one or not. Okay. I think I'll just try waiting here for a bit to see if she comes back. There's plenty of green grass throughout the countryside of Kolina. Definitely seems to be much more thorough with descriptions of things we look at. Okay, Red's back. Give basket. Oh, give basket to girl. Too far away. Oh, come on. There we go. Gratefully, Little Red Riding Hood accepts the basket of goodies. In return, she gives you her bouquet of flowers. Okay. Oh, she's just hopping all around now. So then we have a bouquet of flowers. The bouquet of wild flowers is very pretty. The sweet scent is delightful. Let's see if we can talk to her anymore. Little Red Riding Hood is overjoyed to have her basket of goodies back. Thank you, mister, she exclaims. Now I can take the goodies to my sick grandma. Well, that's nice. Look at house. The cozy cottage is located in a thick wood. A patio shades the front entrance and flowers adorn a window box. Many flowers beautify these woods. Okay. Let's open the door. There's Grandma. Look around. This is the home of Grandma. It is comfortably furnished. Frilly curtains cover the windows. Flowers are in vases. Grandma is lying on a brass bed in a cloud of pillows and coverlets. Talk to Grandma. Grandma is very weak. Her voice wavers as she says, "Good day, kind sir. I would like to offer you a cup of tea, but as you can see, I am ailing." I'm gonna do a quick. So I think it's F. No, that's not it. Just F5. Yes. I'm just curious what happens if we give her the flowers. Oh, jeez. There's only one person here. Thank you for your kind offer of flowers, but I already have enough flowers around the house, Grandma says. Okay. Trying to think if there's anything we could do here. Open cupboard. Not right now. Okay. Look. I'm just gonna. Okay. Nothing special. All right. I guess we're out of here. See ya, Grandma. I imagine we'll have reason to come back later. Guess we'll keep going east. Just a bunch more trees here. Many trees shade your way as you journey through the land of Colima.
There's not enough sound in this game for it to be worthwhile for me to have headphones strung across the room.
Ah, yeah. Oh. A beautiful fairy floats down from the sky. I just glanced over and saw that there was a bit of audio that I did not hear.
Huh.
Cursed audio strikes again.
Do you have the audio turned down?
No. A beautiful fairy floats down from the sky. This looks like a church. A bell. dark in here. I'm going to turn that up a little more because it seems on the quiet side. The fairy starts to sprinkle fairy dust on you. Good King Graham, I am here to help you, she says. I give you a protective spell against certain evil elements, but beware, for it lasts only a short time. Okay.
Sounds familiar?
Yeah. I think in the first game it was a fairy godmother.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Definitely a human-sized person rather than a tiny fairy like this one. But sounds like an identical effect. I'm going to color in this church also. Clicking on the wrong screen. Okay. Let's look around here. Okay, I thought it would describe the church. This is an old monastery. The monks living here often help travelers in need. I'm in need of a wife. Does that count? Now I'm starting to worry I'm going to run out of room going east here. Oh well. Open door. Okay. Look around. The chapel of the monastery is plain and unadorned. A monk in simple clothing is bent in prayer toward the cross on the altar. Look at the monk. The monk is dressed in a simple ankle-length robe. A belt of thin leather is tied around his ample waist. He walks on worn sandals. I think I'm going to not bother to specifically draw inside areas unless there are multiple screens.
That seems reasonable.
Worthwhile. Okay. Let's talk to this monk. Talk to monk. You speak to the praying monk, but he does not respond. He seems deep in worship. I figured it was rude to interrupt him, but it seemed worth trying. Should we pray? You kneel near the altar, bowing your head, you pray. We've got 2 points. The plump monk lifts his head from prayer and seems to notice you for the first time. He stands and asks your name. Well, buddy, I'm busy praying now, so how about that? Do I just answer? The kindly monk explains that he has heard of you and your quest. Here is my cross. It will protect you from evil, he says. He removes a chain with a silver cross and from around his neck and gives it to you. The monk then resumes his prayers. That might come in handy. I guess I keep feeling like I should write down the items we're getting, but we've got our inventory, so
yeah,
don't worry about it.
That seems unnecessary.
Well, see you later, monk. Thank you. I guess I'll just keep going east until I run out of east. And there we are. Got a big old mountain here and a scary looking chasm. Look around. A deep chasm wanders off to the north. Look at mountain. The mountain range is wild and rugged. It would be impossible to cross unless you could fly like a bird. There's another King's Quest? Amazing. Hello, Hinton. Yes, they made a whole bunch of these.
Like 8 of them, right?
Yeah. At least, depending on how you count. So we got us a bridge here. And I know something about this bridge. I actually came across this accidentally while...
I'm sending a picture to my mom.
What was I looking up? I was looking at a list of like infamous video game puzzles, and this bridge, from what I understand, you can only cross it a certain number of times. I assume it's this bridge. I'm pretty sure it's this bridge. So I don't know if I want to cross it just yet.
Do you know what is the number of times you can cross it?
I do not.
I assume it'll break.
I assume it will break, collapse, and we will die if we cross it too many times.
Seems fair.
Also, if anybody knows, don't tell me. Because I definitely would prefer to enjoy the tension of not knowing if I've fucked up completely. I feel like the first time you go across it probably gives you at least a vague hint that this is a concern. But we won't do that quite yet. I figure we'll kind of map out as much as we can on this side before we venture across there the first time. Okay. Gonna go ahead and highlight this bridge a little. I hope I'm not getting any ink on your markers, or that you're not too concerned about that.
They're just highlighters.
Sure.
They're not like fine art markers or anything. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know. So I don't want you to try to highlight something and you get black smudges all over it.
Sure. I mean, if that happens, it'll happen exactly once.
Is that 8 different kings, or does the same king reign across several titles? Well, it's mostly the same king. It's mostly the same king. But there is often a different starring character.
I suppose that's true.
In the first game, up until the very end, we had King Edward. And now, in this game, we are King Graham. In the next game, we'll play as Alexander.
Spoilers.
Oh. Is that not his name initially?
No, I'm saying spoilers that he's gonna get busy and have a kid.
I didn't say it was anyone related to King Graham.
All right,
And
Can you do spoilers for 1,000-year-old video games? It's a good question.
And then 4 we have Rosella. Graham is still king. 5 is starring Graham once again. And in 6, Alexander's back again. 7... Is Rosella the main character in 7?
I think so, but I only know that from Wikipedia.
Okay. I have not... I do not remember 7 very well. I was going to say I haven't played it in a long time, but honestly, it's probably been longer since I played this one.
If 7 is the one whose subtitle is The Princeless Bride, then that one is a Rosella.
Yeah. It makes sense that it's Rosella.
Yeah.
I just wasn't 100% sure. That's the one that's like very like they went all in on like Disney style animation.
Amazing that I never played that. Maybe I didn't know that Rosella came back.
8 or Mask of Eternity, I want to say stars Alexander again, but I'm not positive. If anyone knows who the main character is in 8, please feel free to share. But I think through all of that, King Graham is king, right?
Probably.
Anyway, I know it wasn't even a serious question, but sometimes I take a joke question and answer it very seriously. Let's find out. Yes, it'll take us a while to find out, but we'll get there. Let's continue north. More chasm. Let's look around. I guess I never looked in the chasm. Don't get too close to the chasm. You might fall in. Look in. You see nothing special. Interesting. What about if we look at it? Oh, same. Okay. Now here's the tricky part. I'm running out of space to the north here, but I feel like we're wrapping around. So I think I'm going to stop drawing for a little bit to figure out where we wrap around, assuming we do wrap around. Interesting. It's a quaint little antique shop. There's a sign in the window. I'm going to keep going north just to kind of get my bearings here, and then we'll come back. That looks like a little hole in that rock, doesn't it?
Sure does. This game loves a hole in a rock.
Yeah, they sure do. This pretty little pond set among the trees. A group of boulders are reflected in the clear water. Look at boulders. There's a small opening at the base of one of the large boulders. I wonder if there's any leprechauns in there. Okay, now we're back at the monastery. Wait a sec. Interesting. I started off going north from here, and then we came back to here, which is slightly to the west. Thank you for the whole amount, Clinton? Oh, Hinton. I don't know why Clinton came out. Okay. You'd think I would have learned from the first game that I need to leave more space between the squares. I was thinking about this before I started drawing anything.
This is very, very much like that John Mulaney bit about writing a happy birthday sign.
It is. It's exactly like that.
A big ass H!
Now I'm faced with the decision of, do I put labels? I think I'm gonna, like, I feel like what I did with bridge here worked out okay. So I'm gonna continue with this approach, and I'm gonna write whole down here. We'll just squeeze that in between. Sort of in Clinton, Hilton, Chilton, Winton, and Wilton. That's good to know. So, all right. So I'm curious where we're gonna end up if I go, east from here. Okay, so there's the mountain. I think we just kind of got nudged over a screen at some point. I don't know if I did that accidentally or if the game did that to us. I assume... Okay, yep. Let's look around here. What a lovely little lake. Its sparkling water looks so clean and fresh. An unclimbable cliff rises abruptly to the east. Just realized I pushed my computer away for show and tell time, and then I never moved it closer again. Also, I didn't mention this, but I got this cool new arm for my cameras, so I can move my computer around without moving the camera around. It's so nice. And also, my overhead camera is much easier to adjust than it was previously. It says it's unclimbable, but I think we should try to climb it. I mean, that's... You call it an unclimbable cliff. It's just asking to be climbed, isn't it?
Exactly.
But I'm definitely going to save first. Cool new arm is so effective I can't tell you even moved your computer around just then or just pretended. I might have pretended. Maybe I moved it further away. The mountain range is wild and rugged. It would be impossible to cross unless you could fly like a bird. They keep saying that. That's a weird thing to keep bringing up. Do you think we become a bird in this? Oh no.
What? Oh no.
Oh, we still have the fairy spell. That's good. You have run into an evil enchanter. Let's hope the fairy spell works. Also, it's a good thing I just saved. Pop! He just popped? Poof? Huh. It was P-O something. It was probably a poof.
Did he touch you and then...
Yeah, he touched me and just poofed.
All right.
Or popped. Whichever you prefer. Every building has a red roof. This is very interesting to me. And also, slightly unfortunate given I have decided to color interesting buildings. I'm going to have a bunch of buildings with red roofs and it might get confusing at some point. Okay, so this is the back of the antique shop, I believe. Look around. You are looking at the back of a quaint little antique shop. It is yellow with a bright red roof. There are lovely curtains in the window. So let's go around front. I guess I'm gonna note. Okay, he's here too.
Is this the evil enchanter's house?
It's an antique shop.
I see. Is it the evil
But he could also live there.
Is it the evil enchanter's antique shop?
Maybe? I'm really curious. I mean, it looks like... I mean, first of all, if this is his shop, why would he be trying to kill me before I
That's a good point.
have a chance to do any shopping?
Maybe he's really bad at running a business.
But I will say, I feel like the shop owner is probably upset about this enchanter that keeps running around killing all their potential customers. I assume he's trying to kill me. Maybe he wants to turn me into a frog or something. I don't know. I ran out of room, but some little bushes out front. And we'll write antiques. Huh. Oh, he can't get to me. That's funny. Did he disappear? There he is. Poof. Definitely said poof. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Beware, the fairy spell has worn off.
Better do your antiquing before the wizard comes back.
Yeah. I definitely got some black smudges on this yellow marker.
Babe, it's fine.
Well, it's screwing up my drawing is the problem.
Okay.
It's okay, though.
You're allowed to be annoyed for your own concerns.
Thank you, I appreciate that. This is looking good. I'm upset in advance for the chaos it will eventually become. But for now, I'm very proud of my map so far. Okay, let's get inside where it's, I hope, safe. I hope we can go inside. Maybe this is a sorry we're closed sign. Look at sign. The sign says closed. I'm going to go ahead and do another save. Just in case that enchanter shows up again. I'm also going to see if we can open the door. The antique store is closed. You cannot enter it. Well, had to try. Trying to decide which way to go here. I guess I'll go west. Oh! This lake is foul and stinking. It may be poisoned. All vegetation looks dead around it. It sure does. I hope there's no enchanters here. I know it's not a purple lake, but I'm going to use purple to differentiate it from good water.
Okay.
I feel like we probably won't run across a lot of purple, actual purple water, so this seems like a good approach to me.
Mm-hmm. I was a little bit distracted. Is it poisoned water?
It sounds like it.
Okay.
I can't remember if it said exactly. Look at lake. It may be poisoned. Do you want to find out?
Sure. Hop in.
Oh. This is a poison lake. Too bad you die of extreme poisoning.
Extreme poisoning? Shit.
Not even just normal poisoning.
I suppose normal poisoning would have been more survivable.
Yeah, I guess. Ken and Roberta Williams wish to thank you for playing King's Quest II. We are very sorry that you did not succeed and hope you will fare better next time. Good luck.
Ready for a tea refill?
Yes, I am. Actually, no, I'm not.
Okay.
I thought it was empty.
Well, I'll go start the kettle anyway.
Okay. All right. There we go. Let's just undo that. And to fill in my map here, I'm going to go north. Okay. Oh, the ferry's back. Hell yeah. Thank you, ferry. Okay, let's look around. Just the same message about the foul and stinking lake. Are these flowers of interest? Look at flowers. There are not many flowers here, and yet there are some very prominent ones you drew. And now we're back at the monastery. Oops. So go back down here. We'll continue around the stinky lake. Look around. Same message again. Okay. This looks like the western edge of the lake. And let's see. Just make sure that we got Grandma's house there. Good luck with all your poison lakes. Gotta do some outside distance friendship. Sounds good. I hope you have a nice day out there. And thank you for the wishes of good luck. See you around, Hinton. Okay, and here's this lake we've been to. Alrighty. Where am I? Okay. Interesting. I didn't look around the last screen, but yeah. The stump looks noteworthy, though. Nothing special. Okay. What if I get closer? Okay, interesting. Alright. I guess it's not actually of interest. I'm just gonna continue around this stinky lake. Oh. Interesting. Look around. The lake is foul and stinking. It may be poisoned. All vegetation looks dead around it. There is a desolate island in the middle of the poisoned lake. Look at island. There is a dreary-looking castle on the island. Look at castle. The castle on the island looks dark and forbidding. It is surrounded by thorns and brambles. You wonder who would live there. Trees around the lake are poisoned and dead. We're almost done mapping out this stinky lake. Just remembered there was that little hole in the rock we never checked out. I think I might want to go back there. This is interesting. Look around. Okay, no mention of this tree. Look at tree. Look at stump. I guess it's just visuals.
Met a dead end? Have you met a dead end?
No, I just took a tour around the poison lake.
I see.
And I think if we go north, we'll be back where we started.
It is a rather nice looking map.
Thank you.
I wonder when it's going to get all messed up.
Yeah. Hopefully not right now.
Right.
I think this is where we started. Okay, yes. We're all good. Whew. I was a little worried because my drawing doesn't quite match the screen, and I wasn't sure if that was the right spot. So we went around the front of the lake, and we could see there's an island in the middle, and there's a castle on the island. I wonder who could live there
Indeed.
in such a desolate-looking place. And then I remembered the hole, which we're near. The hole in the rock. Let's go check that out. Look in hole. There is a glittering diamond and sapphire brooch lying on the ground in the opening between the rocks. Take brooch. Can we reach it? You get the brooch. That was easy. Look at brooch. The brooch has an enormous sapphire encircled by 2 rows of glittering diamonds. Now, I don't think the game has told us this, but I have a memory that we are basically along the way collecting some items that we will give to our hopefully our bride. I don't remember how that works. Like, I assume it's mostly just points to get, but I don't remember if we like need to have a certain number of items in order to impress her or what.
I think there was the story in the manual said something about gathering treasures fit for a queen.
Ah, yeah, it did. Thank you for the tea refill. I'm going to do another save. Just for kicks. So we're back here at the hole. And I guess I'm just going to continue to fill out some areas we haven't been to. Oh, okay. That's interesting. So it's here, and I went north and ended up here.
I made the mistake of looking up in our kitchen and observing how many cobwebs there are.
Oh yeah, I don't do that.
There's a bug caught in one of them.
Oh, see?
I know. But like, I know it's there now, which means I have to do something about it.
Yeah. Okay. So I think basically what happens is if you go north from this screen here, the game kind of nudges you over here. So the bridge is actually north of the monastery.
Outside distanced friendship sounds pleasant.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know how old that message is because I've been out of the room doing other things.
It's maybe 5 or 10 minutes, something like that.
So he has probably already left.
Yeah.
I'm eating Cheez-Its.
Mmm. Yummy. So we got our first slight messiness here, but we'll just kind of connect that gap. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm not worried. Oh, that's pretty hot, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I didn't look around here. I'm guessing there's not much of interest, but yeah. Just our generic tree message. This tree looks kind of interesting. Oh! You've come upon a quick little dwarf. Dwarves have a bad reputation for stealing treasure.
Maybe this dwarf will be different.
Oh. It didn't say... While you were out of the room, I got another protective fairy spell. But that message didn't say anything about, hopefully your fairy spell will protect you. So I was like, shoot, I better book it. So
yeah, maybe the protective spell only works if the thing has hostile intent towards your person rather than your possessions.
Right. I believe in the first game the spells protected us from treasure thievery, but who knows if that's true in this one. Look.
This dwarf could possibly, act counter to stereotypes. We don't know. We shouldn't judge.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. There's a sizable hole in one of the pine trees. Do another quick save. Hole number 2. Look in hole. You cannot see into the hole from here. I kind of suspected that. Climb rock. There's no reason to climb the rocks. There is. I want to look in the hole. That's the reason. Climb tree? Climbing trees will not find you a bride.
Well, you don't know that. There could be bride in the tree. That's a thing that happens in fairy tales sometimes.
Yeah. I don't know about this Roberta Williams.
What's she got against climbing trees?
She really doesn't like it.
But beanstalks are just fine, apparently.
I gotta be honest with you, I can't help but wonder if she was told these things as a child when she wanted to climb a tree, and she's kind of...
Just wanted to spread the misery.
Yeah. Let's verify. Okay.
Well, she's only a couple years younger than my mom.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, what year was Roberta Williams born then?
1953.
53. Okay.
Next year will be her nice birthday.
That reminds me, not really directly related, but I found a website. I'm going to see if I can remember what it was since I'm talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sierra Gamers. Oh, okay. That's funny. I never even went to the homepage where it says this is the official website of Ken and Roberta Williams.
I like that Rainbow Sierra logo.
Yeah, it's great. So I had stumbled across this website while looking for some other stuff, and like the header image says discussion group for people interested in Sierra Online, and I had the pages have a comment section, and I just happened to notice in some of the comment sections where Ken Williams had replied to some people asking questions and stuff like that, including very recently, like this year. But now it all makes sense. Like I once I saw that, I figured it was at least an unofficial site that
Right.
There were frequent visitors to, but now
Welcome
it all
back,
makes sense.
Culinary, and congratulations on your booster juice.
Oh, heck yeah. We're getting that booster juice next week. I'm excited. I'm also curious. We're getting our boosters on Tuesday, which I usually do my Spooky Tuesday streams in the evening, and I'm curious when my second shot gave me some notable side effects on the second day, so I kind of figured I would get the same thing this time, but I've seen people talking about booster side effects for at least some people kicking in a little earlier than that. So I might not be able to stream next Tuesday. We'll find out. Oh, my spell wore off while I was looking at the website of Canon Roberta Williams. So, I'm gonna look at this tree again. It calls out the hole, and it's also quite apparent in the graphics, but how do we get there? Climb to... Oh no. Oh no! Ha! Oh no! Oh! Oh, you got me. We lost 7 points.
Uh-oh. What do you take?
Okay. I bet he stole my brooch.
Can you get things back if the dwarf steals them?
That's a really good question. In the first game, at least, I don't think there's ever any way to get them back. Mm-hmm. In all the reading I came across after I finished the game, I never saw a mention of that. Simplistic pathfinding almost saved you there. Yeah. So close. But we're good. Fortunately, I just saved, so. Let's go north. Oh, right. I was trying to see if I could do the command climb to hole. No, that would just waste time. All right. So if there's a reason to get that hole, I feel like, I don't know, we need to find a ladder or something? We'll find out, I guess. Oh, okay. So now I went north from hole number 2, and we've looped around to here. So it looks like we've pretty much got our map boundaries worked out here. And so far, I'm doing all right on space. Okay. So we got an interesting fallen tree here. Just a generic message, though. Look at fallen tree. Look at tree. I guess it's just not noteworthy enough. Oh. That's fun.
What happened?
We got a little house in a tree here. Also, look in hole. Okay. I came from the north, right? Yes. he's so fast. I guess I do have it on fast, but still, he's way faster than me.
You got them short legs.
Yeah. Why is he so small? He's... now my spell's gone. Can I? Okay. I just wanted to pause on this screen in a way that is safe so I can draw it. So we got a nice little door here. A little stovepipe. Excuse me. Oh, I haven't been noting where the dwarf is. He's definitely there. And he's definitely up by this hole in the tree. I feel like he's going to come back here after a second. Yeah. The door in the tree is closed at the moment. Now it's open. I'm nervous. Also, I feel like I should draw this, but I'm not sure where.
Let me know if you need an additional piece of paper.
I feel like I should leave this open since we have the bridge there. So I assume there's gonna be something over here. I could potentially do down at the bottom here. I'm not gonna draw this out quite yet. I don't need another save. I just saved. Can I just? Okay. I wasn't sure if I could just go down the ladder or what. Okay. Yeah, why don't you get me another piece of paper? Okay. Actually, I could use a quick break. So
yeah, I was gonna
we'll use this opportunity to take a quick break, and then I will come back with a fresh sheet of paper. So, back in just a couple minutes. Okay. We have a fresh piece of paper here for bonus areas. I guess I'll start right in the corner here. Enough. Okay. Oh.
What's wrong?
Okay.
Fall down the ladder.
Yeah. I was worried about that, so I tried to nudge over to the right, and that just resulted in me falling off immediately because he moved too fast. Oops. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. You have stumbled onto the home of the thieving dwarf. Unfortunately for you, he is home. Okay. I kind of glanced at that sentence and thought it was saying the opposite. So that's bad. But I do note with interest there's a chest here in his home. So perhaps it is possible to retrieve stolen items. This is a nice table.
The slab of tree trunk, you mean?
Yeah.
That is rather stylish these
like
days.
It just generally has a nice little setup going on here. Oh. He's caught you and thrown you out. Instantly you find yourself outside the treehouse. Interesting. Oh. I didn't lose any points. He didn't take anything. So it's okay? I think. So I didn't have a chance to finish drawing it, but I guess we'll finish that next time we come back. Yeah, I'm just gonna assume that this is okay, since we didn't lose any points and seem to have all our items still. Where to next? This will go off to the west here. Interesting. Look around. Same generic message. Look at ranch. You see pieces of scattered wood lying around. The wood is of no importance. Okay. I'm going to try to take it anyway. You cannot get the wood, at least not now. Okay. hill? I don't understand hill. Alright. Looks like a hill, doesn't it? Oh. So I remember an Easter egg here in which the Batmobile shows up.
Huh.
I don't know how you make that happen, though.
Wow.
Like, there's a cave here, and there's a bat-looking symbol above the cave opening. Look around. Ah, okay. This forbidden cave is the home of Hagatha, the wicked old hag. There are human skulls on stakes at the entrance. This is not a reassuring sign. Indeed, it is not. I'm going to stay close to the edge here in case I gotta book it while I'm drawing. Color this hill in green to make it stand out a little. And make an important note about Hagatha. Let's do a quick save, because I want to check out this cave, but I feel like I might die in there.
Seems reasonable.
Look at cave. The Forbidden Cave is the home of Hagatha, the wicked old hag. Okay, this is the same description we just saw. Look at skull. The skulls probably belong to unfortunate travelers who fell into Hagatha's clutches. She has a taste for human flesh, you know. I didn't know that, but now I do, I guess. Can I take the skull? Yeah! What a horrible thought! Why would you want to do such a terrible thing? I don't know, I might need it. Oh! Uh-oh. Look around. You look around this dreary cave. Fear grips you as you notice human skulls lining the wall. Hagatha is busily stirring her brew and muttering to herself. As she has very bad eyesight, she hasn't noticed you. You see a nightingale in a gilded cage. I'm just going to make a note about Hagatha. Bad eyesight. Nightingale in cage. This is one of the things where, like, it's a little bit familiar, but I don't remember exactly what's happening here. My main thought is I feel like if I get too close to this bird, it'll start making noise and then she'll know I'm here. But that's kind of all I remember about this area right now. Also, I don't even know if I'm remembering that correctly. Look at This is the ugliest old lady you have ever seen. She's toothless with warts all over her face and she has matted gray hair. She stirs her brew with a stick held by claw-like hands. Look at... how do you spell nightingale?
I-N instead of E-N. Night in gale.
Got it, thank you. The beautiful nightingale is in a gilded cage. I got a save, so let's see what happens here. Take wood. You cannot get the wood. Don't want to pick up these skulls either. She's got really bad eyesight, huh? Look at cage. Take cage. Ah. You quietly pick up the birdcage with the nightingale. Suddenly, the nightingale bursts out in song, alerting the old hag to your presence. She grabs you and throws you into her cauldron. She will love to have you for dinner. Ha ha ha. Get out. You can't do that.
Can you swim?
It's a good question. I did not try that.
Can't imagine that would be very useful since it's a very small cauldron.
Probably not. Wait. Oh, it must have given me a couple points for picking up the cage, even though it resulted in our death. Okay, we won't do that again until we're more prepared. Once again, I'm having a memory that I don't know if it's real or not, but I kind of feel like we want to put something over the cage to keep the bird quiet. I guess I don't know if this is like me thinking of a thing that might make sense to do or me remembering this puzzle from having done it before. But it's a thought anyway. Just thinking about inventory. Okay. I guess I just need to keep exploring. So this takes us back here where we first met Red Riding Hood. Let's go back to Grandma's house to see if anything is different there. Also, can we close the mailbox? Yes. Did not get us any points though. I was hoping we might get points for being courteous. Talk to Grandma. Once again, she wishes she could offer us a cup of tea. Could we go in the kitchen and make tea? Don't understand make. Okay. I'm just thinking about the fairy tale Red Riding Hood.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this is actually the grandmother? I mean, it doesn't look like a wolf. We have no reason to believe this is a wolf, right?
Did you look at the grandmother?
I think I did. Yeah, she looks sick. Grandma looks pale and weak. She must be ailing. She is dressed in a warm flannel nightgown. White curls peek out from under a flannel nightcap. I mean... I guess that could also be a description of a wolf in a very good disguise.
Mm-hmm.
actually.
What?
I think I tried
What?
this.
How could you?
I mean, it might be the wolf, right? I think I tried this when I was setting up the stream, just to see what it would say.
Uh-huh.
You're supposed to be the good guy. Good guys don't kill kindly little old grandmas. Okay. We didn't lose any points, at least, for trying.
With
I
what,
mean-
also, is my question.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I assume this means this is not a wolf in disguise. Mostly, I don't know what we're supposed to do here. Is something going to happen here later, or is this just kind of like story dressing for the whole Little Red Riding Hood situation? Do not know. Okay. So this is just north of the screen where we started. At least it should be. Okay, yes. I just noticed there's a coconut in this tree. Think we can get that coconut? Look at tree. The leaning palm trees sway in the ocean breeze. Shake tree. Don't understand shake. Get coconut. You cannot get the coconut, at least not now. Okay. Let's look around. The glittering white sand of the beach feels warm from the sun. The azure water of the ocean laps up to its edge. Got a bunch of interesting rocks here. The rocks are the usual sort of rocks, nothing special. Let's save and go for a swim. Nothing special. Look at fish. A large colorful fish playfully leaps out of the water around you. Take fish. It's very hard to catch fish while swimming.
Just that note that it's hard to catch fish while swimming.
Right.
Is there some other way that you could catch the fish?
It's a good question. You are so far out to sea you have no chance of ever getting back. You can no longer swim. So, we can go 2 screens safely. All right. Oops. What happened there? I was trying to get out of the water. Oh. Hey, David Alexander. Hope you're doing well today. Graham is the worst swimmer athlete ever. Yeah, he's not great, really. I was trying out some of the other King's Quest games at one point recently, just to, I think it was when I was experimenting with sound settings, and I noticed that Rosella has no trouble crossing a rapidly moving stream. So you can just wade right through it. But King Graham just dies immediately.
I feel like depth of water is the key there. Like, if Rosella can just, wade through the stream,
Sure.
that's different than trying to swim.
Sure. But, like, I mean, in the first game, the rivers in the first game did not look especially deep. Mm-hmm. Maybe they're just moving really fast, but I don't know. I think he's just a poor swimmer. So we got a trident here. That's pretty interesting.
Indeed.
You noticed a rusty trident lying in the grass. Okay, I guess it's just worn out and nobody wanted it anymore. Take trident. You pick it up and carry it with you. Look at trident. The trident is rusty and corroded. It looks somewhat like a pitchfork. It's an interesting thing to note. I mean, like, that's true of any trident, right? I feel like they're trying to hint at how we might use it.
There we go. I was trying to find where I order online these baked goods in this catalog we got in the mail. I ended up at the website for the restaurant, not the mail order baked goods.
I see. I'm just getting my bearings here. Okay. Just wanted to make sure everything on my map is lining up as expected. Oh, the old hag Hagatha is nearby. You can hear her cackling and smacking her gums as she comes closer. She would love to have you for dinner, and I don't mean as a guest.
I sure do love that pun.
So, let's get some trees here to fill in. Do I look around on the screen? Okay. Just our normal beach description. Look at tree. So I guess I'll continue filling out this area of the map here. Interesting log there. You notice a pretty clamshell lying on the sandy beach. Okay, is that this? Look at clamshell.
Indistinct white blob.
Yeah. Take clamshell. When you pick up the clamshell, you see that there was a sparkling sapphire and diamond bracelet under it. That's handy. Okay. Look at bracelet. The bracelet looks like it would fit a small wrist. It is a circlet of diamonds surrounded by beautiful blue sapphires. Also, do we have the clamshell now, or is that just discarded? Okay, we do have it. This is just an ordinary clamshell. There doesn't seem to be anything special about it. Let's open it. You open the clamshell and discover that it is empty. There is nothing special about it. Okay. Do a quick save. Since we've gained some points here. Note that that's where we found the clamshell. More beach. I can't squeeze through there. And north of here should be where we started. Yes, great. Okay. Did I look around here already? I think I did. Okay. And there's that little lake area. A lovely little lake. Its sparkling water looks so clean and fresh. Okay. So I'm going to have to swim a little here. Let's check out this little island. Probably nothing of interest. Nothing special. Look at rock. Usual sort of rocks, nothing special. Keep worrying the game's gonna pull a mean trick on us like the first game and expect us to move some random, very normal looking rock. Okay, look around. Just some trees. A lot of... Oh. I say a lot of uninteresting areas over here, but then we find something interesting. Just double check in here. Okay. Look around. There's a stake leaning against a tree. That's interesting. Look at stake. You are not carrying it. Okay, we'll take it. Okay, look at stake. It appears to be an ordinary tent stake. Well, that'll come in handy if we need to set up a tent. Just gotta find 3 more. Can't imagine any other purpose a steak might serve. Okay, we're doing pretty good with this map. I guess I want to go south a bit. Got some areas north of Hagatha's Cave that we haven't been to. Might be getting to a point where we need to try crossing that bridge. Okay, this is just north of the cave? Yes, okay. Jeez, 5:30 already?
Yep.
The heck? Okay, and this should be where we found the trident, yes. Look around. Lots of shady trees. Okay. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Hagatha's here.
Does she just appear randomly on certain screens?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we're pretty close to her cave.
The shadows, I assume these are shadows being cast by the trees on the water. Very interesting.
Yeah.
A much more ambitious art look.
Mm-hmm.
Than the previous game.
Yeah, for sure. This tree stump is very interesting. I'm curious if this part of the fallen tree is anything I can look at or not. The upper half of it, it was just like, what? It's just a tree. Don't worry about it. Okay. Get out of there. Okay. Oh. Didn't need to do that. Look at tree. Look at stump. When you peer into the old hollow log, you see a flashing necklace of diamonds and sapphires. A lot of diamond and sapphire jewelry around here.
Indeed.
Take necklace. You pick it up and carry it with you. Look
Must
at
be a
necklace.
matched set.
Yeah. Well, that's fancy. The chain of the beautiful necklace is fashioned of many sparkling diamonds and sapphires. In the center of the pendant is a large glittering sapphire. Fancy. Okay. So now we just have the area south of the antique shop that we haven't been to, and of course the middle of the lake. But we don't know how to get across the poison lake yet, so we can't go there. I was just thinking about whether I assume we need to go into the dwarf's house at some time when it is empty.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if whether or not he's home is a random occurrence or something that changes from some other action or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think think I'll try going in there again just to give us a little more data on this. Oops. Okay, still home. So we're here. I guess there's really dramatic shadows on everything, huh? Or at least on a lot of things.
Right.
Okay, so now we're down here. And this is the area we want to check out. Look around. Just some trees. Yeah. I guess I'll keep going east here. Okay. Lovely little lake. A little bit of chasm on the right. A little bit of mountain. And let's see where this takes us. Oh!
Interesting little door.
Interesting. So, unfortunately, this is where my map's a little screwed up. Yeah. Oh. So this is here, but this should have been over here. It's fine. So this is definitely something I remember, and also well, actually, the cover of the box, the cover of the game, which looks like this, shows this doorway like out at sea.
Interesting.
But I'm relatively certain that this door over here is this doorway. And as you may recall, we were told at some point we needed 3 keys.
Oh, yeah.
And you can kind of see there's like different levels of doorway here. From what I recall, we need 3 keys for this door, and it'll just kind of continue opening doors until we finally make it through.
Fascinating.
I believe that's correct.
And is there a bride at the end?
I think we'll find that tower that's back there.
Ah.
Love is an open door. Yes. So, this makes me think that maybe the door is really the only thing on the other side of this bridge. I'm going to go across here, but I'm going to save first. Interesting. The bridge spanning the chasm seems to be unstable and tottery. Are you entertaining thoughts of crossing it? Well, I just did. As I said earlier, I know there are a limited number of times you can cross this bridge. I don't know how many times you can cross it. So that's why I saved before coming across here. Because I think I'll want to back up and not risk losing one of our limited number of times. Oops. Mountain range is wild and rugged. It would be impossible to cross unless you could fly like a bird. Yes, yes. Okay, so here we are at the door. You are at the east edge of the forest. There is a deep chasm to the west and a towering cliff to the east. And there's certainly not a weird door. That's nothing of interest. Look at door. This is a magical door. If you can open it, the door will lead to your heart's desire. There is an inscription on the door. This door is very upfront. Read inscription. The inscription reads, "Whosoever chooses to seek the key for this door will undoubtedly make a splash." Door. Whosoever chooses to seek the key for this door will undoubtedly make a splash. So now I'm thinking, like, obviously there's a hint about how we're going to find this key. Something related to water. I assume the game allows for you coming across here once to get this hint. So I think I won't actually restore. I think I'll assume that we're okay. I am going to make a quick save at the door. I'm just curious what happens if you try to open it. Door is locked. You cannot open it no matter how hard you try. Pretty much what I figured. I guess can maybe go south from here? Okay. I think I'm just on this screen here. I thought it was the exact number of times. Yeah, I don't know for sure. If you do know, I'd prefer to not get any hints. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is risky, but I think I'm gonna risk it.
Well, after hearing what you just said, I have to come see what you're doing.
Just continuing to wonder how many times you can go across the bridge.
How many times have you crossed so far?
I've now crossed it twice. I mean, I had to go over and then come back. My thought was, surely the game lets you go and read the inscription before you find the key. It's possible that's not correct.
That's assuming that the game is being very generous and not expecting you to try and fail.
Do you think it's a mistake?
I don't know. I'm just saying that it's entirely possible that the game is designed for you to cross the bridge, read the inscription, cross the bridge too many times, die, reload, and then you the player has to remember what the inscription said.
Right. But that seems a little cheap, but also
that's how games are, man.
Yeah.
That's how games is. Games is cheap.
You've convinced me. I'm gonna reload.
Okay. I'm gonna go do laundry stuff.
Okay.
Try not to do anything too interesting.
I'll do my best. Okay, we still got a couple screens we haven't been to. Okay, I'm right here. Okay, now we're here, and then north of here should be somewhere we haven't been. Okay. Some more trees. I guess another thought I was having is if maybe going across the bridge once might make kind of make time pass. Like, I don't like the manual definitely mentioned that things could change over time. So I don't really know if that's a possible thing or not. Okay, good enough. And this should be the antique store up here, which I'm assuming is still not open. Double check. Read sign. Sign says closed. Look in window. You can see inside when you look through the window. It is hard to tell the details, though. Okay. Can we break in? The window does not open. Bummer. Okay. This is a forested area near an impassable cliff. Okay. This rock Rocks are the usual sort of rocks, nothing special. Okay. So I pretty much mapped out the whole area here. And we have this hint. Whosoever chooses to seek the key for this door will undoubtedly make a splash. There's lots of little ouchies. Before he turns you into something. Oh no. I'm pressing the wrong. Oh heck. Poof! The evil enchanter has turned you into a cute little froggy. Ribbit, ribbit. Oh no! Huh. Oh, okay. For a second there, I thought maybe I would have an opportunity to figure out how to undo the spell. Okay, so like I was saying, clearly there's something water related we need to do. So we've got the ocean over this way. But then there's also a bunch of lakes we've come across. Undoubtedly make a splash certainly suggests we need to swim in the water somewhere. Just trying to find all the lakes. Did I miss any? That's a lake. There's another one. Okay, I think that's all of them. So I'm inclined to explore by the ocean some more. I mean, I figured out that we can go a couple of squares west into the ocean safely. But I figure we should explore up and down this area to see if there's anything to find there. Just want to go back to our bridge save here. Well, I was gonna put it on fastest so we can get to the ocean quicker, but I suppose with all the unfriendly creatures about, that's maybe a little dangerous. Here right now. Okay, there's the ocean. Make a quick save, since there's a good chance we'll drown. Rocks are the usual sort of rocks, nothing special. Okay. We'll go out this way, and I'm going to try just making a loop around. I'll try to keep track of where I am. So I think we're basically, oh, not on camera. I think we're basically right here right now. I'm not going to bother drawing all these squares since they're just empty ocean. I think we're right here now. Ran into the fish. Here.
You talk about doing something dangerous?
I'm exploring the ocean, and I figure there's a good chance of drowning while doing this. Like, my assumption is I'm limited by how far west I can go, and as long as I don't go too far west, I can continue swimming as much as I want.
Going north?
Yeah, I'm covering all the squares here.
I see.
So I've looped back around to here. So now I'm gonna go as far west as we can go without dying, which is one more screen. And then I'll do another loop around to see if we find anything. I really don't have any memory of what we need to do at this point. I do, the one thing I remember that might be relevant, I know there's a mermaid in this game. I kind of think it was on the back of the box, actually. Yeah, totally. Meet creatures from legend and myth. So that's definitely one of the beach screens we've been to, and there's a mermaid on the rock there. I don't know what we might need to find the mermaid. If I don't find anything in this loop, I think I might go to the screen on the back of the box and just try waiting for a bit to see if that gets us anywhere.
Do you still have that clamshell?
I do, but I don't know what I would do with it.
Right.
It seems to be an ordinary clamshell. Bless you. If we met a mermaid, I guess I might try giving it to her.
Right.
But other than that, I can't think of anything worth trying. I kind of stopped keeping track of where I am, so I probably looped all the way around at this point. Yeah.
So as long as you don't go too far, you don't get tired?
Yeah, I think if I I can go two screens west safely. I think if I go another screen out, then I will die instantly. Is this the screen? I think it is. Yeah. Look around. Just the usual beach message. So, which is it, this one? I think so. Yeah.
Maybe I should take an allergy pill.
Maybe. Just put in a little note that there might be a mermaid here. Also have that rusty trident. Do you have any Little Mermaid thoughts that might be relevant here?
The trident would belong to her dad.
Right.
That's all I got.
Huh.
What happened?
First I tried hold trident, and it was like, I don't know what hold means. Then I tried use trident, and it says, what do you wish to do with it? I don't know, man. Just hold it up.
Cast summon mermaid.
Let's look at it again. This trident is rusty and corroded. It looks somewhat like a pitchfork. Clean it. Oops. Oh, no. Typed it right, it just doesn't understand it. Just trying to think of anything we could do with the items we have. Most of these just seem like treasures to collect, like the bracelet, the necklace, the brooch. Maybe the flowers. I don't know if those might have a purpose at some point. Stake and a cross. We have a trident and a clamshell.
Is this the game you said that had Dracula's castle in it?
Yes.
Okay. Have you found it?
This is another thing I remember that hasn't actually come up in the game yet.
It's in the middle of the Poison Lake.
I'm positive that Dracula's castle is in the middle of the Poison Lake. And actually, this is another thing that's on the back of the box. Like, enter the castle and sleep chamber of an evil vampire. So, lots of spoilers on the back here.
I kind of forgot about that until I saw you on the cross. What? What did you learn from the box?
Speaking of spoilers. Have an audience with Neptune, the Undersea King.
Okay.
So that doesn't directly tell us anything to do, but it did remind me that in the first game, I went down in the well.
Right.
And I was able to dive underwater. And I wonder if I need to go out to sea and dive underwater.
Okay. As soon as I saw that there was a trident in the game, I wondered if you might meet Poseidon or Neptune or somebody. Mm-hmm. Even before you said anything about there being mermaids.
Right. So let's head out there and dive. You can't do that.
Can you define where those fish are?
The water is very deep here. Without aid, it is impossible to swim under the water for any length of time. Without aid.
Try using the trident here.
What do I wish to do with it?
I don't know. Use it.
Catch fish with tridents. You can't do that. We need the royal snorkel. Can't do that, at least not now.
Can you talk to the fish? Have you tried talking to the fish?
I don't think so, because it's not a thing I would have thought to do. Talk to fish. You get no response from the fish.
Alright, well, never mind then.
Give clamshell to fish. Not right now. It's interesting that on this screen, when I try to dive, it says not right now. Does this let you press up to recall the last command? I wish. I so wish. Like, I think about that all the time. That the arrow keys move around.
Oh, no.
It's possible there's some way to recall the last command that I just don't know about, but I don't think so. I feel like it would probably be listed in one of the menus if there was. Very hard to catch fish while swimming. Trying to decide if we should look up a hint. Let's look over the map here. We've got Hagatha to deal with. I feel like we're surely not ready to do that yet. I was in focus mode so I could finish my second Sekiro playthrough. How did we end up on an island?
This is the main landmass, isn't it?
Yeah, we're currently on the main...
this is the beach of the place we are at.
We're currently right here. This is the beach where we started. So we're not currently on an island.
I can see why you would be confused about that, since we were swimming aimlessly in the ocean for a few screens.
So at one point, I decided to go across the bridge, and we found a door there. And the door had an inscription that reads, "Whosoever chooses to seek the key for this door will undoubtedly make a splash." So that's why I'm focusing on water-related activities at the moment. We also know from the back of the box that there is a mermaid in the game. And also, at some point, we can go underwater and meet Neptune. We also found a trident on the beach at one point. So, we also have a clamshell that seems to be an ordinary clamshell. Not sure what to do with any of these things. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my King's Quest II hint book, which again, we've got a nice little PDF of this original beautiful hint book that's got these obscured pages you would use your red decoder film to reveal, but then it's also got the revealed answers underneath. So I'm going to hand this off to Holly. I'm worried that if I look at the hints myself, I will learn more information than I care to know.
Okay.
So Unsecret Crush is responsible for looking up hints and revealing them to me gradually. So
the clear text on the page below the red boxes is the...
yeah, first they have the original page, and then below that is the decoded text. So I'm kind of interested in anything that'll help us progress a little here. But, you know, if you come across any questions specifically related to this make a splash, or maybe something about the trident, then that is of interest.
Okay, here's a question for how do I find the mermaid?
Okay. What's the first hint on that one?
The first hint is find the magical door and read the inscription.
Okay, so we've done that. That doesn't really make a splash. Like, am I supposed to get in the water and splash? Like, I feel like...
Unfortunately, the next hint simply says the mermaid will appear on a rock at the beach. But it doesn't give any other direction.
Okay.
And those are the only hints related to that question.
Don't understand splash. Okay. That's good, though. That I think tells us everything we need to know.
Okay. If you say so.
I mean, my interpretation of that is that she is just going to appear randomly at some point. I wonder if it's possible she could show up on a different screen.
I wonder if you need to open the first door.
What was the hint above that?
Find the first magical door and read the inscription.
We found the first door.
Have you opened it?
Does the hint say anything about opening it?
It doesn't say it. I have read you literally every word that it says. I'm just wondering if opening it is implicit in these hints.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, the inscription on the door said, "Whosoever chooses to seek the key for this door will undoubtedly make a splash." So I'm confident that the mermaid is related to finding the first key.
I would like to read to you the extremely vague hints related to the question. I die whenever I swim too far in the ocean.
Uh-huh.
The first hint says, that's right, you do. You can only swim for a little while without heading for shore again. Swimming may not be the answer.
Mm-hmm.
But don't you agree the jumping fish look cute? End of hints. Also, the question above that, the first hint says, this is the perfect example of a phony question. I put this here just to see if you'd fall for it, and you did! Why are you reading this?
Oh. Earlier, when I took a break, I got a little piece of chocolate, and I left the other half of the chocolate here.
Interesting.
What do you mean? I don't know what is a reasonable amount of time to wait on any screen with a rock.
Yeah. And the hint doesn't specify which rock.
Right. I mean...
Well, I will say there's no sand here, so I wouldn't call this the beach.
Yeah, I feel like this is probably not a screen where she would show up. Oops. Like, I know from the back of the box that she can appear on the one screen where I was spending the most time. I don't know if it's possible she could also show up on other screens or not. Here's a question. Like, I assume this book is pretty much in chronological order.
I suppose.
So if you wanted to look like above where that section about the mermaid is to see if there's anything before that that I might have missed. I'm just wondering if it's possible there's something I needed to do before the mermaid will show up.
The section before the mermaid is simply general questions. Yes?
In this save, I have not been to the door.
Okay. I was wondering if that was the problem.
That has to be it. I mean, I'll be real mad if I do it and end up not having enough times across the bridge, but I feel like that has to be it.
Right. Have you crossed the bridge at all in this save?
No, I have not crossed the bridge at all in this save. Because y'all convinced me to back up. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go to the rock, and I bet she'll show up very quickly this time.
Would you like to know how many times you can cross the bridge?
No.
Okay.
I want to be in suspense about that.
Okay.
I figure, it'll suck if I go across it too much and have to back way up. But I feel like, most of this stream I've spent... Oh, jeez.
What's that? What happened?
Hagatha got me. And now she's having me for dinner. And not in the nice way. Okay.
How much longer do you want to go, by the way?
I'm not going to go too much longer.
Okay. It's getting to be dinner time.
Yeah, I figure I'll go to the door, come back, try to find the mermaid, and I probably won't go too much further than that. F7. Okay, let's be more careful this time. Gotta stick to the edges. That's the key. That's the screen where she got me. was just thinking, ah, shoot, I know this is a screen where she can show up too. Let's see, so down here. I'm definitely glad I colored in the map a little. It makes it much easier to figure out where I am at any given time. Okay. So we're here now. There's our door. Okay, so I'm gonna do a save here.
Good idea.
This will be our backup if I ever need to start the whole bridge situation over again. Look at door. This is a magical door.
A normal magical
I don't know
door.
where normal came from. It's a magical door. If you open it, the door will lead you to your heart's desire. There's an inscription on the door. Read door. The inscription reads, "Whosoever chooses to seek the key for this door will undoubtedly make a splash."
Just a regular old bog standard magical door.
I'm just curious if the description of the bridge changes at all over time. Doesn't seem like it.
Did you make another save after you read the inscription, out of curiosity?
Not yet.
Okay.
I figured I'd get back to the ocean first.
Sure.
Maybe that's silly. It's fine. I'll be careful.
Speedy.
Okay, fine. I'll save. Let's name this after. After door. Okay. Trying to get around this tree. Oh my gosh. Now we're getting back to Hagatha territory. Oh my gosh. So dangerous. Oh, there it is!
What? Fascinating. But it already disappeared.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't type fast enough.
Sure.
Okay, we're back at the ocean. Just gotta find that ideal mermaid rock again.
I would think it would be on the same beach where you found the clamshell.
I think it was a different screen. I mean, yeah, this is where we found the clamshell.
Oh, okay. I guess mainly I thought that where you found the clamshell was shown on the back of the box, but I was wrong.
Yeah. There she is! Mermaid. She's waving. Once again, we are confronted with the knowledge that Graham is so much smaller than everyone else.
Yeah.
Did you try to post a link or something, Culinary? I'm just seeing 3 asterisks here, which I feel like might be what happens if you try to post a link when links are disabled.
Yeah, we have links not allowed.
You clicked the Batmobile. Nice.
You can whisper it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're already on it.
Talk to Mermaid. The mermaid does not reply. She gives you a quizzical look and continues waving her fishtail. Give trident to mermaid.
Thank you for catching that clip.
You hand the rusty trident to the mermaid. Oh no! She dived into the water and disappears with it. Now she's gone.
We've been thieved.
Can't do that, at least not now. Oh, we lost points.
Huh.
Was that really a mistake?
Seems that way. Also, I will say that I don't think the hint book has any hints about what to do after you find the mermaid.
Mm.
It only has hints about how to make her appear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna restore. I'm gonna assume since we lost points that was wrong. I'm gonna try giving her the clamshell.
Okay.
I don't know.
Did you try talking to her?
Yeah, she didn't reply, and she looked at me quizzically.
I see.
As though she was waiting for something. At least that was how I interpret it. We'll do it again. Talk to mermaid. Gives you a quizzical look and continues waving her fishtail. Wave to mermaid. You can't do that. Okay. Let's try giving her the clamshell. Oops, typed it wrong. Give clamshell to mermaid. The mermaid looks at your offering distastefully. She is not interested in it. Give flowers to mermaid.
What's a mermaid gonna do with flowers?
I don't know. Oh, you graciously offer the beautiful bouquet of wildflowers to the mermaid. She loves the flowers.
Oh.
She then summons forth a magic seahorse. Maybe you could ride it.
Shows what I fucking know.
I honestly didn't expect that to work. But I didn't want to, after what happened with the trident, I didn't want to give her any
of the treasures. Right.
Because I feel like those are for our bride, right?
Right.
Ride seahorse. They're too far away. Okay. Ride seahorse.
Hand your iPad back because it's fallen asleep.
Quick as a flash, it glides into the water with you on its back. All right. Cruising. Okay, so now I can control the seahorse.
Okay.
I'm not going to bother to draw this area, at least not yet. I feel like it's probably not necessary.
Yeah, I can't imagine you'll need to return here often.
Right. But I'm going to make a note. Seahorse to underwater. Let's look around first, I guess. The bottom of the sea is teeming with fish and plant life. King Neptune rules this mighty underwater empire. Talk to Neptune. Glub, glub, glub. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's fair. Give trident to Neptune? Is this yours, buddy? Reverently, King Neptune accepts his lost trident from you. He gives you a bottle, then waves the trident in front of the huge clam, which opens and reveals a large golden key.
Nice.
So we got a bottle. There is a large cloth in the glass bottle. Okay. I assume this is for us, right? Take key. Okay. Look at key. It is a shiny gold key. Are we done here?
Maybe?
Thanks. Thank Neptune. You're welcome. Okay, now this is on autopilot again. Which is good, because that shark was making me a little nervous.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to do another quick save here. First key. And then we'll see if this key opens that door. If it doesn't, I'm going to be very confused.
You haven't found any other locked doors, have you?
Well, the antique shop.
Yeah, there might have been a hint question about the antique shop now that I think about it.
Ah,
But I didn't look at it because you didn't ask me about that.
sure. I mean, it's possible the answer was something like, come back later. You can't do anything here right now. I'm not too worried about that yet. Like, based on our experience just now, my feeling is that each time we go back to the door, something somewhere is going to change in the world.
Right.
So I assume eventually the antique shop will just be open. This might have happened while you were out of the room, but I did try breaking into the antique shop.
What happened?
I tried to open the window, but it wouldn't open. Okay, can do another backup save here. Just overwrite my first key. Okay, did I ever look at the key?
I don't know.
It is a shiny gold key. Unlock door. The key to the first door fits easily into the keyhole. You turn the key and presto, the door opens and the key disappears, revealing a second door with another inscription. Ah, and now we have a very familiar image of a purple door and a blue door. So, door number 1. Now we have door number 2. Read door. The inscription reads, "Whosoever chooses to seek the key for this door should set their sights high." How do we turn into a bird? Whosoever chooses to seek the key for this door should set their sights high. Well, I suppose, like I was just saying, it's possible something has changed. Maybe we can go to the antique shop and get a potion that turns us into a bird. I don't know.
What was the Neptune gave you a bottle?
Oh, right. I was going to open that. Open bottle. The glass bottle is already open. Look in bottle. See nothing special. Take cloth. You pull a large piece of cloth out of the bottle. Look at cloth. It is a large sheet of cloth. Sure is. The one thing I can think of with this is that it reminds me of what I was saying earlier about if we could put a cloth over the nightingale's cage, then it wouldn't make noise. And I continue to feel pretty confident that that is a correct memory of a solution to a puzzle. Mm-hmm. Hey, Silver, good to see you. Popping in right at the end here. You've played all the King's Quest games, right? Also, I hope you're doing good tonight.
I can do good.
We have just opened the first door here.
Maybe I can't type good.
You were so close.
I'm having some troubles over here. There we go.
Excellent. Thank you. Also, Silver, if you know when you will be starting the next Quest for Glory game, please let us know. If you are not sure yet, no worries. Silver's been playing through the Quest for Glory games, which has been quite enjoyable so far. He finished the first game recently. Definitely recommend giving him a follow if that sounds of interest. So yeah, we just got through the first door, went undersea, met Neptune, got a key from him, and now we have the inscription, "Whosoever chooses to seek the key for this door should set their sights high." There'll be an unrelated stream next Wednesday, so probably not until the 8th. Cool, sounds good. So yeah. We're up to 63 points already. That's pretty good. Can do a new save. Door number 2. Oh, I missed the message. I feel like garbage from the booster, but it's worth it. Yeah. I mentioned earlier that we're getting our boosters on Tuesday, and I'm worried that it will be the side effects will be come on a bit sooner than they did with our second shot. The second shot didn't bother me too much, but I just kind of I felt like I was coming on with a cold basically, and I just felt kind of tired and wiped out, I guess. Not any worse than my second shot. Okay. So yeah, I'm hoping that won't affect me too bad. That's the wrong screen. But I guess while I'm here, I'll show my map so far. Doing pretty good. Just got that center area to fill out, and then this is our little bonus area of the dwarf's little tree hideout underground. I didn't quite finish this room, but yeah, I'm really happy with the way this one came out, and I think the little bit of coloring was a nice touch. And also, since we started out by the sea, I was able to plan in advance a little better. I knew that I wouldn't need too much space over here. This got a little screwed up. These squares should have all been over to the left one, but that's fine. Thanks, y'all. And to remember next time to start taking screenshots as I go around the city. Let's see. Talking time. So, that's the stream ghost over there. Speaking of which, so I'm gonna do the little schedule message here. I think, did you Did you update your schedule to reflect that? Okay.
I decided that was too much trouble.
So, Unsecret Crush would normally be streaming on Monday, but that probably won't happen.
It's definitely not going to happen.
Okay.
Like, even if the delivery goes off flawlessly and we have this room completely reset and ready to go, I think I will benefit from having a night off.
Okay. So no stream on Monday, but possibly Thursday.
I plan to stream on Thursday.
Okay.
That may change for whatever reason.
And then, like I was saying, I normally stream Tuesday nights. I'm basically going to plan to stream Tuesday night, but there's certainly a chance that I'll be wiped out from the booster shot and have to cancel at the last minute. So I will update the schedule if I cancel. I will also tweet about that on Twitter, Robot Spacer on Twitter. It's probably the best way to keep up with my schedule if you're concerned about such things. Otherwise, you can just, wait and see if I'm actually streaming or not. Was there anything else that we should mention?
I can't think of anything.
I will try to find someone we can rate here. Should refresh this to make sure it's up to date before I go looking at it too hard. Britt Kaylee is streaming Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. So why don't we hop over there?
Sounds good.
I don't think I've had a chance to rate her before. Friend of Nina Marie, whose stream we enjoy very much.
Plus, Culinary said they were playing Sekiro earlier, so it's very fitting.
Yeah, exactly. I keep feeling like there's something else I was going to say, but I'll probably think of it as soon as the raid happens. And you know what? That's fine.
Sometimes it be that way.
Yeah. Brit K. Okay, there it is. So, thanks for joining me today. Glad to have you all here. Glad some of y'all were able to get your booster shots, and hope they don't give you too many side effects, and you're feeling better soon.
Well, that won't be a problem, Culinary, because we know nothing at all about Sekiro.
Yeah, definitely. But appreciate the warning for anyone else that's coming along with us. Noe Silver, glad you could pop in at the end here. And I hope we'll see y'all again soon. And have a great night.